Good morning everybody. Today we're going to have a go at some coarse fishing, weather permitting. Very basic setup. I just want to show people what they need to get going. Most important thing, landing net, handle and disgorger. They're needed to get the fish off the hooks. I've got a set of ready-made rigs, 12-foot rigs. They're going onto a 4-metre whip, so I'll be able to fish that to hand. This is an elasticated whip. Costs about 10 quid, something like that. Not expensive at all. The landing net handle, the net second hand, the disgorger cost me about £1. Rod rest in case I need it, but you don't need one, they're not essential, and some worms in the bucket which I picked up last night. So not an expensive trip out. We're going to see if I can catch anything today. I used to do a lot of coarse fishing, but I got sick of carrying so much gear. So I'm going to now see how we do on a pared down basis. So a slight update from leaving home. I have had to change the rig a little because the water I'm fishing is shallower than the rigs were set for. So I don't want as much line at the top between the end of my pole and the float as there was going to be with the 12-foot rig. So I've taken about 5 foot off, which still leaves me with enough depth to fish, but I can now control my float a bit easier. More like 4 foot, to be honest. So we're gonna have a go. We're gonna fish. We're gonna see what we get. The hook's quite large, it's a size 14. Nothing compared to with sea hooks, as I was saying on my last sea fishing video, but large for coarse fishing. It's barbless, so it comes straight off, so you've got to keep tightness in the line. My bait I've literally just picked up next to me. I've not even had to go in my box. That was just crawling along the ground. So that's what we're going to use. Next time I come, I'll have to get the shot sorted because that float's sitting too proud. But that's the job for next time. It's just under the tree. I was actually sat in front of this tree with no water around it a few months ago, before winter. It's nice to see the branches getting covered in it. Makes a good layer for fish. Just gonna lift that out. And we've got our first fish. Little perch. Let's put that on there. There we go. 20 minutes smash and grab. Actually possible to catch fish. Thank you very much, perch, for being so helpful. So we'll put him back safely now. So now it's time for the competition, and competition will be for a selection of sea rigs from Beach News, the Kit Kat shop. Thank you for the donation. And the question is, in my previous video fishing at Heaven Marina, what species was the second fish? So in my previous video at Heaven Marina, what species was the second fish? So that's about me finished. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, enjoyed this lovely location, and if you're interested in joining, if you go on the Ryton and District Angling Club's website, Facebook page, sorry, you'll be able to find details on there, or send me a personal message and I'll be able to help you with that. So a super smash and grab, 20 minutes of fishing, very minimal gear. I must bring back some shot to shot that float down, however that's something I must remember for future. I'll also be changing the hook to a smaller hook, and probably using a slightly lighter fluorocarbon hook length, but basically not much to change from what I brought with me. All that kit was less than 20 quid, and I've managed to catch a fish within 20 minutes. If you fancy having a go, particularly at this time of year in the northeast where the sea fishing is not that brilliant, get in touch. There's a few clubs around. There's also some day ticket waters. Brilliant one up at Killingworth. and you can have a go. But most importantly, don't forget your rod license. You must buy a rod license. It's relatively cheap if you look at it over the whole year, and the Environment Agency do pay a lot back into the fisheries. None of this money gets spent on other government plans, so it's well worth supporting. And if you don't support it and get caught, it's a criminal offence. So tight lines, everyone. Oh, and should have said, please like and subscribe.